Some people just literally never let themselves relax, even when they have plenty of free time. This past day, I've been stressing myself out unintentionally by, well, it's hard to describe. I may try to explain that later, but not now. See, my main contribution that I want to make is telling people about things that I myself found helpful, that I also think most people would. But it tends to be hard to get myself to do that, especially in person, but even online too, because doubt usually just really appears, and it's like, what if they already do it and stuff like that. Well, I had it on pause for so long that I forgot exactly what I was saying, but what is important to convey is that I definitely do enjoy this, and I know that many people would also, and that they did not expect to, because there really just is nothing like brainwave reduction. And if you, can't do it without getting uncomfortably drowsy, then just don't have much tryptophan protein sources prior to doing it. And remember, there is nothing also like a top reminders list that isn't overwhelmingly big, as well as looking at it and marking on your thumbnails to reminder. When you remember stuff you haven't thought of in, I don't know, at least a couple hours or a couple of years, it can sometimes make you remember other stuff, or just remind you of something that is compelling and that has value in itself and is enjoyable and can enable you to feel an enjoyable hype, whether it's founded or not. So needless to say, I'm very much in favor of relaxing if it is, especially, of course, if it is used to retrieve awareness that is empowering and will be shared with many, and not just another means of escapism. As long as there isn't anything urgent, I can't think of any time where I have difficulty allowing or getting myself to do this, except when I'm feeling withdrawal from some outward amusement. And that, of course, is the hardest thing for most people. But how do you know what you might be missing if you don't try it? When and if you think of something really useful seeming in this state, write it on your forehead, because it's something you probably don't want to forget. Right now, I feel an enjoyable conviction, that is, feeling convinced that some people actually will be motivated to try this from listening to what I'm saying. And for people who have a hard time sleeping, this might even help them with that too. You can just think back on all the stresses and be like, wow, that's over, and really, really feel it. If you want to relive a past experience, honestly, I still haven't really tried that, to my recollection anyway. Forget that I said that for now. You probably already guessed this, but it does take some patience. You can't just expect all these epiphanies to just jump into your mouth within the first half hour. And for some people, for sure, it'll take 2 hours or more. But to a large extent, you have to not care about that too much. I mean, the finding solutions, epiphanies of Soros. Because then you're not relaxing, and then you're not reducing your going back to frustacular beta. I say may as well give it a real chance, if for nothing else, than to just see how much fun you can have. Because for many people, needless to say, that would be more than reason enough. But I would say if you're capable of having fun with it, then you're also capable of extracting greater value still. Much, much greater. It's certainly something that I now find myself once again wishing that I did a lot more, and that I plan to do a lot more now, and make recordings during it. At the very least, that I am glad that you are listening to this, and therefore that I made it, even if it isn't exactly mind-bending just yet. Crying can make you remember stuff. Why shouldn't it? I just realized that. Remembered. It's not like I realized it for the first time, but I want to confirm it.